The rain had been falling for most of the afternoon. Not heavy, just steady, soft, the kind of rain that makes the forest feel smaller, quieter. I stepped slowly between the trees, listening to the rhythm of water landing on leaves above me. Each drop found its place. Some slid down pine needles. Some gathered at the edge of branches before falling into the moss below. The air smelled like wet earth and fresh wood. It was calm, peaceful. I wasn't walking anywhere in particular, just moving slowly through the forest, letting the rain settle my thoughts. My boots pressed gently into damp leaves, soft steps, unhurried. A thin layer of mist drifted between the trees. The world felt muted, like everything had decided to slow down. I paused for a moment, closed my eyes, and listened. Rain, wind brushing lightly through branches, and then something else, a faint sound, so quiet I almost thought I imagined it. I stood still, waited. There it was again. A small, shaky breath. Not far away, I turned slightly toward the sound and moved carefully through the trees. Slowly, not wanting to frighten whatever was there, near a fallen log covered in moss, I saw her, a tiny baby deer, curled close to the wood as if it might keep her warm. Her fur was soaked from the rain, her body small and fragile. She looked up at me with wide, tired eyes. She didn't try to run. Warmth more than I did. I leaned forward and gently draped the jacket over her small body. For a moment she flinched. Then she became still. Her breathing began to slow. I looked around. The forest stretched quietly in every direction. No sign of her mother, just rain and trees. "I'll help you," I said softly. I slid one arm carefully beneath her. She was lighter than I expected. Delicate. I lifted her slowly, holding her close so she felt steady. She didn't resist. She rested her head against my arm. The walk back felt longer, each step slow and careful. Rain tapping softly against leaves above us. The mist followed gently between the trees. After a while, the outline of my small cabin appeared through the rain, warm light glowing in the window. A small promise of safety. I nudged the door open with my shoulder and stepped inside. The sound of rain became softer behind the wooden walls. The fire in the fireplace crackled gently. Warm light filled the room. I laid her down on a thick blanket near the fire. Steam rose faintly from her damp fur. I grabbed a dry towel and gently patted her coat. Slow movements, calm. Her trembling began to fade. Her breathing steadied. The warmth of the room wrapped around us both. Outside rain continued against the windows. Inside everything felt quiet, protected. She shifted slightly and lowered her head, her eyes slowly closing, finally resting. I sat beside her for a while, listening to the fire, listening to the rain. The forest outside continued its steady rhythm. But in here, there was stillness. Sometimes helping isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. Sometimes it's just being there. On a quiet, rainy day, at the right moment, I looked over at her one more time. Peaceful now, safe, The firelight flickered gently across the wooden walls, and the rain carried on into the evening, soft, steady, calm.